Hi, what's going on? You guys are pretty high up there. That's okay, it's whatever. We're here for a Night of Champions review. I don't know what that was, but we're here for a Night of Champions review. I did this completely unprepared. I just planned on going through matches and trying to remember what matches were which, and we're gonna start with what was Ryback versus Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, I will be honest with this pay per view, I did not pay very close attention to it, except for a few matches. A lot of matches, I was kind of just, I was actually playing Madden 16 while the pay per view was on. I was playing Madden 16, and I had my pay per view on over here, and I had the game muted, but I was listening to wrestling, so I was kind of like listening to what was going on, and between every play, I was just glancing over for a couple seconds to see what was going on. So I didn't really know how good these matches were, but from what I remember of the Ryback uh, Kevin Owens match, it was a decent match. It wasn't amazing, wasn't bad. Just in like any other match, and you had Kevin Owens where they said there was controversy when he raked the eyes of Ryback when he was on his shoulders for a shell shock, then rolled him up, and Kevin Owens became Intercontinental Champion. I don't see where the controversy is in that. It's kind of just doing whatever you have to do to win, and that's pretty much what he did. But I was kind of disappointed because the next night on Raw, Kevin Owens did not do much as Intercontinental Champion, and I just want, when Kevin Owens becomes Intercontinental Champion, I want some. I want him to have a lot of spotlight. I'll probably have another video or something, maybe sometime this weekend or something, on things I feel about other superstars not getting enough time to establish themselves. But that's for another episode. What am I talking about? Another video. What was next? Let's talk about New Day versus the Dudley Boys. Now, this match I kind of enjoyed. Anytime New Day's on my screen, I enjoy them. Those three guys are, to me, one of my favorite parts of Raw, and have been for a while. I know I haven't done one of my top 5 superstars of the week, but if it was up to me, they would be number one. Because those three guys have been, to me, they've been the highlight of Monday Night Raw for the past month or something, for me. Anyways, it's kind of cool. You see the Dudleys back, but you still see New Day. Just, those guys are so damn good at what they do. I love the New Day. But the match was good in itself. I predicted the New Day to somehow come out and win. But Xavier Woods got put through a table, and that was it. But you had the New Day picking up the win. I don't know. I'm kind of happy with it because I feel like New Day right now, they're like one of the hottest things in WWE going. So you might as well ride the heat wave and see how long they can go with this, because I absolutely love them as tag champions. Because we saw what they're like without the tag championships. They're like tag champions without belts. Like, they still run the tag team division. What was next? Let's talk about Charlotte and Nikki Bella. The match itself, I was expecting more. I was really disappointed with the ending of the match. It was just like, oh, she caught her with a catching spear off the second rope or the top rope, and then figure 8 after for 90% of the match. Nikki Bella pretty much whooped her ass. I feel like if this was going to be the end of Nikki Bella's title reign and the end of the Divas Revolution, I was like, okay, this has to be Charlotte and Nikki Bella. These two can put on one hell of a match. And I was really excited for this match. Like, I was like, okay, I'm really expecting this to be a very, very good Divas match. And it wasn't. It was just like, if it wasn't for the title, it'd just be like any other match on Raw. Like, I could have seen this match happen on Raw. It wasn't that good of a match for me, because it didn't show. It showed how dominant Nikki was as a champion, but it didn't show how tough of a champion she really was. Because soon as she got put in the figure 8, That was it. And I don't understand. When I saw her get put in a figure eight, I was like, okay, something's gonna happen because Charlotte has a bad leg. She's not gonna be able to bridge. Because the commentators were hitting at this throughout the match, but as soon as she put her in a figure eight, it was like, oh, my leg's fine, and Nikki Bella tapped out. So the whole story of the match was Nikki Bella taking out Charlotte's leg and trying to stay away from the figure eight, and it didn't work at all. But that I didn't like the ending to that. Charlotte is your new Divas champion, and now we've got Paige. I feel like this is Paige's final opportunity to become the anti-diva, and she delivered a Paige bomb on Monday Night Raw, and she did pretty good with it. I like where they're going with it. She pretty much put all the divas on blast. She was saying Becky's never going to be a Divas champion because she's irrelevant. She said Charlotte's only here because of her dad. She said you already know why Nikki Bella and Brie Bella are here. She said Lana and Summer Rae are just worried about who they're going to hop on next. She said, Natty, where have you been? You don't even wrestle anymore. She didn't say anything about Team Bad, but yeah, she really laid into the divas, and I loved it. So it's interesting to see where that goes with Paige. Maybe this will lead to Paige versus Charlotte or something. Maybe. Let's talk about what is another match that was going on Thursday night. I'm trying to think of all the title matches. Oh yeah, we had Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and their mystery partner versus the Wyatt family. Their mystery partner was Chris Jericho. Yay! I wasn't really. Once I wish I knew who their mystery partner was, because once I figured out it was Chris Jericho, I was like, okay, there's no way they're gonna win this match. Chris Jericho's not enough. What I was really expecting someone big. I was expecting like the return of Batista. Like Batista comes back and helps the Shield win. Like that would be amazing. But they didn't do much with Jericho. And the match itself was pretty good. But the way it ended, it looked like they were taking down Braun Strowman. Jericho tagged himself in and hit a lion salt, and then Strowman kicked out, hit his finisher, and choked out Chris Jericho. And then Chris Jericho, after the match, just walks out, bumps Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. And I was expecting some like a explanation from Jericho. Usually they do something like that when something weird happens and you want answers from it. Usually you're expecting some answers from something like that, and I was really expecting that tonight. Like maybe we have a heel Chris Jericho back. That would have been interesting, but maybe next week, I don't know. But yeah, the match itself was alright, but I'm really curious to see what they do for Hell in a Cell. Also for Hell in a Cell, Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker inside Hell in a Cell has been announced for Brock Lesnar's Go to Hell tour. Really excited for that. Yeah. So obviously, I feel like there's other plans for Undertaker, Lesnar, and maybe Sting at WrestleMania. I feel like now they've put this off, and it's not going to be another WrestleMania match between Undertaker and Lesnar. So it shows that right now they're trying to get this over with, and then from there probably move on to something else. As far as I can remember, I don't think Sting was not on Monday Night Raw. So I don't know what the state is with the WWE Championship, but Sting did get injured in his match. I'll get to that in a second. You had Cena versus Seth Rollins. To me, this was the best match of the night, of course. Seth Rollins had to wrestle back-to-back matches, which is kind of cool, seeing Seth Rollins in action back-to-back, and it was interesting for me because I am a huge Seth Rollins fan. And to me, it was really interesting to see the match. The match itself was really fun. I don't know. I kind of expected Seth to drop the United States Championship. I didn't expect him to keep both. If he was going to lose one, I knew he was not going to be walking around with only the United States Championship. So I knew if he lost one, which would be United States Championship, he would probably keep the WWE Championship, or he would lose them both. As you can see, he kept one. because this match with Cena was really good, and I'm curious to see what Cena does for the United States Championship from here on out, because it wasn't an open challenge, but he had a rematch with Rollins for the main event. In the main event of Night of Champions, Sting and Seth Rollins, it was an alright match, but Sting did get hurt. I think he had a neck injury or something, or kidney or something, and he got hurt. And for a minute there, it was a little scary because, you know, Sting wasn't looking too good. But I like how it played out, because it really sold the story that Seth Rollins got Sting when he wasn't like 100%. It kind of worked for him. But Seth Rollins retained the championship. After his 2 matches, Sheamus came down and hit Seth Rollins with a Bro Kick, was ready to cash in. And when he was ready to cash in, the Demon Kane showed up, and then Kane chokeslam Seth Rollins, chokeslam Sheamus, and then tombstone Rollins again, and that was how Night of Champions ended. And yeah, that was pretty much it. So thank you for joining me on my review. Night of Champions, it was alright. I wasn't expecting much out of it anyways. The ending was pretty crazy, but other than that, it wasn't all that of a pay-per-view. It wasn't a bad pay-per-view, it wasn't a good pay-per-view. It was pretty much what I expected. So that is it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys like, comment, and subscribe. You don't have to comment. I like likes and I like subscribes. So, but if you want to comment something, I'll probably see it. So that's it, guys. I'll see you guys later.